Who asked?
Huh? What is this?
What is this?
Oh, check the item store.
Oh boy, this is cool.
Few moments later.
It's such a bad system.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the new system caught me off guard.
Where's my Chronos?
Why did they change this? What are these items? They're trash. What?
What, I can't buy it? What?
Wait, so they give you an option of skills that are completely useless to your character.
Yep.
Yep.
This is a terrible system, dude. No, there's no benefit to it.
Alright, I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.
Hello, my dear viewers, and today we will be discussing the recent changes to Paladins in the upcoming Season 5 patch. It's about that time again, and just on schedule, Hi-Rez is here to deliver another update that nobody asked for. Just a quick question for those of you who play the game: have you ever found yourself playing a good old match of Paladins, and just thought to yourself, you know, the item shop in which I can buy direct counters to the enemy team, freely as I choose, is just a bit, too polished. It just works too well. I think we need to change the item shop and make it give you limited items at set times, often making situations where you need Illuminate because the enemy Sati is destroying your team, but oh, sorry, you can't buy that yet. Or even worse, you forgot to buy it and now you can't buy it at all. No? You haven't ever thought of that? Well, once more, Hi-Rez has your back.
I got you, homie.
And without even asking the community, adds this pretty questionable new item shop. There really isn't a single good aspect from this new shop that I could possibly find. Now the good news is this shop is going to be a separate game mode and you will still be able to play the classic version of Paladins. For now. But again, I repeat, who asked? They did a poll on which payload, a previous game mode, won by a huge majority. People want to see it back in the game, but apparently this is the new game mode that will be coming in Paladins Season 5 instead. Alright, I'm starting to sound a little bit negative, please forgive me for that, but I was simply shocked by how bad this new game mode was. I suppose the items being slightly different can be an upside, but everybody that I played with had the same opinion, and that opinion was that they just never play it again. You start the game mode off with enough credits to buy 2 items. The items are always in the same exact order, and you can only pick from 3. The credits themselves are earned by playing the game and acting out your roles as previously. However, the amount of items you can buy has been changed, and each time you buy one it gets put on the level bar, with 12 items being the max per game. Cauterize as an item has also been removed from both the original and new game mode, being replaced by this item, Provision, which gives back a percentage of ammo based on your clip size. Now, this is probably insane on Talus or champions of that nature. However, for me, this was a huge buff to buff. And before you pass out from the news of the Cauterize change, it hasn't really been removed. You see, everybody now starts the game with Cauterize 1 by default, and as the game progresses, it upgrades Cauterize to max. The time limit for max is about 17 minutes. Honestly, this is an interesting change, and it will need more time for us to see if it's bad or good. However, in my opinion, this does cause a problem early game, as before you could get Caut 3 by the end of round 1 if you played really well. This, of course, would counter the double support meta. Now though, double support and support meta in general has gotten a huge buff, and will be even worse than before. Technically, it would be worse for supports late game, as everybody would have max Cauterize, but if you've ever played Paladins, you know that most games will tend to be 6 to 8 minute stops, with 4-0 being the common score for one side. In the end, time will tell if this was really a good change or not. But for now, enjoy playing into countless support and tank metas, because that's what Paladins is now. The overall feel of Classic Siege has not changed, and aside from that one item change, it's honestly still relatively the same. But now let's talk about that one most anticipated balance change of the patch. The one people kept mentioning in my previous video, saying, hey Raven, they fixed all of that. Yep, the Azan nerf. They fixed him, they saved us all. He's no longer a menace to the Paladin society. He's actually balanced.
What's that? He's like one!
Double kill!
Get the triple.
Triple! Quadra!
The front kill.
Wait, how did he not die? He's not dying!
Hello.
It's snow ragging! It's snow ragging! Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
Dude! Yeah, no. Hi-Rez has nerfed Azan for the 3rd time, and he still refuses to die. He's just too good. I don't think they can stop him. He definitely feels a bit less powerful compared to his previous version, with the nerfs being removed the damage reduction granted by the talent Persistence, reduced his maximum range of fire, removed crowd control and debuff immunity from his dash, and a reduction of health granted by both of his primary healing cards. So, pretty much exactly what we've been asking for. That's fantastic. This is a certified wholesome evil mojo moment. guess what? They even fixed not being able to put down his wall on your own. Nice! But then there's still this.
The fact that you need to have 3 choices instead of just like the usual one is weird.
Yeah, it's still just as broken on almost every map and prevents the enemy team from ever touching the point. Here you can still see me casually standing there as the enemy tries to kill me, but Azan just doesn't care. It's almost as if he's an immortal being or something. Some weird angel-like creature, a being of pure energy, unlimited power. Aside from that, Azan is a tiny bit easier to kill, and that's always welcome in my book. Along with Evil Mojo actually listening to the community, and even doing something about it? Very cool. But then there's another problem, and this is a pretty major one. The bug that is breaking the game, forcing people to sit out or delete their files, if they even want to have a chance of playing in the next several hours. This bug was not even mentioned in the patch notes, and furthermore, there were no bugs mentioned in the patch notes, or any links relating to the posts about a single one of them being fixed. So either they left it out, or they didn't fix anything? Surely not. But one would think with such a huge game-breaking bug, it should probably be addressed a little bit more, with constant updates as it's been around and popping up frequently for the last few months. I suppose it can't all be sunshine and Azan nerfs. Now I won't be taking a look at all the balance changes. I will leave a link to them in the description below for you to read yourself. But I will take a look at another champion that has become top ban in ranked. And that champion is Sati. Yes, that lovable dark elf herself. Recently she's become a complete menace with her improvised reveal decoy spam, and this build has made a lot of users ask for her to be nerfed. So what does this patch hold in store for her? Oh, a buff to her ultimate. Thanks, Hi-Rez. Very cool. I mean, I get they can't fix everything right away. I do get that, but this champion has existed longer than Azan, and the issue with her has become very apparent in the last few months. Let's just hope that with more people realizing how broken she is, Evil Mojo will notice her too, and possibly do something about that spam build of hers. The rest of the balance changes were pretty standard, and in my opinion, nothing to write home about. There are a few funny ones though, like this. Made Grandpa faster, and Yagrath being thrown under the bus with several nerfs. That one definitely made me chuckle. On the cosmetic side, you have skins for Maeve, Ray, and Azan. What a surprise! It's always the usual suspects, plus the new kid on the block, with the theme this time being around schoolgirls, I guess? At least the Azan one looks pretty cool, and I do like the flaming skulls all over the Maeve skin. And now for something a bit more exciting, a new champion will be arriving in the realm soon, Mr. Hackerman himself.
Operation 140.15 completed. I am the dealer in death.
He looks extremely edgy, and from what I immediately assume, he will either be a DPS or flank. His design is more on the basic side, and not something truly groundbreaking. And as for his playstyle, I couldn't tell you. They simply didn't add him to PTS. Hopefully it will be another fun champion, and not one they need to nerf several times. What category do you think he belongs to? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. I wanted to keep it short and sweet with this one, so that about wraps it up. Our Christmas present this year from Hi-Rez is yet another update that no one really asked for. See, when you do these type of updates, you need to look at what problem you need to fix. Cauterize 1 I could sort of get behind, although I'm still very skeptical about it. But this entirely new item shop in game mode? Who asked? That's just the only question that rings in my mind. Maybe I'm the crazy one here, and all you guys wanted something like this. Let me know. I'd like to shout out my patrons, Blaze, Try Die Repeat, Tobias Sander, and the rest of these lovely people on screen, as well as the description below. If any of you are looking for a friendly gaming community to join, look no further than our Discord server. A link for that and more will be in the description below as well. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you disliked it, smash that dislike button because I still get to see it and cry myself to sleep. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe even consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your holidays. That's pretty much it for this one, and I hope to see you in the next video.